Hello, everybody. So amazing to have you here again. Another day, another golden nugget. And today we do have Jodi Geline. And Jodi is a health expert uh, known for helping people age healthier, banish bloat, and ABS. Did I say it
IBS.
right?
Yeah,
Yes? Okay.
irritable bowel syndrome.
Beautiful. For good. And reclaim their health permanently. Jodi suffered for years of chronic health issues that no doctor could ever fix, and with a belly so bloated that she always looked 9 months pregnant. Through discovering her own oh my God, she,
Methodology.
methodology, gosh, she went from looking, is my glasses, they're not working, from looking very pregnant to a flat stomach, lost her weight, and tapped into the secrets of getting healthier as you age. Jodi figured out how to master her own health, and she now teaches others to do the same.
Yeah.
Welcome, Jodi.
Hi, Carla. So good to be around you again. And yeah, we haven't
No,
seen each other in a while.
I know, and it's so good. It feels like we're catching up, but
Yep.
in reality, as I told you before, it's very short and sweet. And what I want to give is the viewers the opportunity to know about you, what really works for you, and how you support people. So, are you ready?
Ready.
Awesome. So, I'll ask this first question. What is it, Jodi, what is it that you do? How do you support people?
Well, I specialize in helping people with their emotions
Mm,
that create the physical symptoms in the body, specifically bloat, weight gain, uh, pain, and other chronic illness, irritable bowel, like all these things, digestion. And it's people don't realize, and they may know it, but they don't know it, right? That the physical symptoms in your body are your body's way of speaking to you, and they're telling you there's something deeper to heal emotionally.
mm,
And it's the emotions that are the gateway to healing the body. So healing the emotions heals the body because your body knows exactly what to do. You just got to give it what it needs to heal. Yeah. So
beautiful.
that's in a nutshell what I do. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Jodi. So we
Yeah.
move on into the second question is what made you interested in what you currently do and how did you get there?
Well, as you mentioned in my intro, I looked like I was 9 months pregnant, and
Mhm.
I was not because that lasted 19 years. And yeah, and it wasn't just that I looked pregnant, I was in pain.
Mm,
I was in the bathroom for hours and hours and hours and hours a day. Like you
mm,
don't have a life, when you've got severe digestive issues or even not so severe, it really takes over your life. And it's like, and even chronic illness, you're really living your life around your symptoms versus living your life. And you tend to isolate and all of that. And I remember one time I went out and I was in so much pain I couldn't breathe.
mm,
It's just the pressure. And I would try to stand up straight, but I was slightly hunched
mm.
over just to try to breathe, and I was in pain. And I mean, this is how I lived my life for a long time, and sometimes curled up in a fetal position in pain. So these things can be so debilitating for people. And I mean, it's pretty, if it's been going on for a long time, it's chronic, over a year, it's chronic. And I run into people 20s and 30s that have chronic health issues. It's very common for people to have chronic health issues going on in the body. And it's because we all have wounds from our past.
Mm.
So, traumas, wounds, big traumas, little traumas, it doesn't matter. It's trauma to you.
Yes.
And it's how you interpret it. It's how you take it in. It's what you make it mean. And then you live your life in protection mode. And so everybody's wearing a mask, being out in their day, and just really in self protection. And this is not like it's subconscious, you're not like consciously, don't talk to me. I mean, sometimes you feel like that, but really this is all happening in the subconscious. And so, and most of how we operate in our life is through our subconscious. We just have these patterns. And when you have wounds, these patterns keep showing up for you. So you're operating out of a pattern versus being your true authentic self and having your voice. And I'll tell you just myself, it's like having a voice was very difficult for me because I grew up with a lot of trauma and abuse. And so it's scary. And so, it's like, and everybody has this fear of judgment, right? Because the biggest fear is public speaking. We don't want to be judged, all of that. But then you're not in your authenticity. Because for me, I'm here to help people heal that past trauma and those wounds and emotions. So if I can't speak, then I'm not helping anyone. So no matter how much I don't want to, I've had to heal through that and keep moving forward because it's so in me to do this kind of work. So it's like it just keeps propelling me forward, through the ups and downs that, stuff like that happens when you're in business. You've got ups and downs, but you get a lot of ups too, and really being able to help people making a difference is so rewarding, so rewarding, as you know. But yeah, so again, like it's the emotions, healing those will help that trapped energy, which I didn't say. The reason emotions and traumas affect you is that if you don't process through them, the energy of it gets trapped in the body. And then that is what needs to be released. And then your body will naturally go back to health. So when I first figured that out, I'll tell you a little more about my journey as far as when I ended up getting out of my marriage, ended up in a relationship with an abusive narcissist for 3 years. And I'm telling you, it brought me to my knees. It was so bad. And it's not like you want that in your life. Of course, you don't want that, but it happens. And it's until you heal a deeper wound from your past, you will attract that kind of thing. And I go more into detail why that happens and stuff, but I can't do that on here. But so I'm in this relationship and I had to be brought to my knees. And that's when I said, never again will I allow anyone to abuse me. And that set me off on a deeper journey because I have always done self-development since I was 20 to get over my childhood trauma. So I've always done that type of thing. But here it was years later, I went deeper at a deeper level and I'm healing stress. I'm healing, emotional wounds, a little fly flying around, healing my deeper wounds and learning how to love myself, not realizing I didn't love myself, reconnect to myself, because you get disconnected when you've had trauma and abuse. And so I'm doing that. And all of a sudden my stomach got flat. I mean, I tried everything under the sun all those years thinking, I know how to do this. I teach health. I've done it my whole life. But it was when I did the deeper healing that boom, my stomach got flat. And I wasn't even working on my stomach issues. I was working on other stuff. And I was like, what happened? And it was like a light bulb went off. And I said, oh my God, my body has been speaking to me this whole time. And I didn't know it. So that was my big revelation. And I'll tell you what really solidified it was one day I had a friend over and we were just kind of standing there talking by the kitchen area. My phone rang. I looked down and this was in the middle of my healing. Okay. That would never happen now, but it was kind of in the middle of my healing where I was having a really good day. And I looked down and it was the abusive narcissist. And that fast, my stomach got big.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's like, that's how fast your thoughts and emotions go in the body. And so it just solidified what I learned, like it's emotional. But if you think about like a time where you uh, a boy knocked on your door, say you're a woman and you're all excited, you know, you're going on a date or whatever, and you get the butterflies, or you see them and you get the butterflies in your belly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was that emotion that went in your body. That's, you have that direct connection. So it goes in your gut. So that's how fast every thought, every emotion you have goes in your body
Mm.
and affects your health. And a lot of our thoughts are not positive, you know? So that's why those unhealed, unresolved emotions, all of that is in your body. And we are energy. So you've got to release it on an energetic level for your body to go back to health.
Powerful.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
And I think that you share a little bit of question number three, but I will move on to that question and then you answer. Um, question number three. What has been your biggest, most profound shift or transformation, and how it has affected your life?
So my biggest shift, I mean, yeah, obviously my belly, because that was huge. Because yeah, it takes over your life. You know, even what you wear every day is like, it's so huge. But I think all of the work, the healing work that I did,
Mm-hmm.
um, I've shifted who I am at a deep core level. And so, like, if you know, like an abusive narcissist would never show up in my space. I do not
Mm.
resonate on that level. I resonate on a completely different level now. So it's the shifting of your resonance, your energy frequency, whatever you call it, is
Mm-hmm.
what you get in your life. And so it's like having shifted that level of resonance, that's what I call it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that is, it's changed stuff around me, you know, like people don't take advantage of me anymore, you know, because I allowed it, right? You're too nice, all of that, people pleaser. This is what we learn, you know, in this world sometimes as females, especially. And so being able to value myself and shift to another level, like things around me have completely shifted, which is, you know, as you know, everything's energy, you
Yeah.
know, and this is how it works. So how you treat yourself is how people will treat you.
Mm. Mm.
So
I
that
love
that
that.
deep love is so important. I mean, I remember when I was going through, like, I remember hearing somebody say, I deeply love myself. And I thought, you know, yeah, I like myself, whatever. But I was like, deeply love myself. What does that even mean?
Mm.
I mean, it
Mm.
was like foreign to me. I didn't really get that level. I mean, I do now because I deeply love myself. So somebody might be going, what is she talking about? It's like there is a whole other level
Mm.
when you deeply love yourself because you're honoring yourself, you're honoring you. And instead of, you're also honoring others, but you've got to honor yourself first, or it's going to drain you and affect your health in a big way.
Well, one of the things I'm just gonna, because I love what you're saying, and one of the things that I've learned is, you know, I had to relearn what love was because even in my concept of what love is, right? I had an idea of just as you're saying, how do I love others and love myself at the same time? Like kind of they were like opposite things, right? Either I because it's like I have this concept of there is so much love that I can give, and either I give it to other people or give it to me or like and what I've seen is that that was part of the issue because truly I cannot love anybody if I don't know how to love myself. And it was
Yeah.
in that knowing, learning how to love myself that I truly learned how to love others. Because it's a mirror, it becomes a mirror. It's not a either or,
Yes.
it's not either them or me. It becomes
Yeah.
everybody gets to be honored, everybody gets to be loved, everybody gets to be full. And wow, what a shift, what a concept for me.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is. Yeah, that's so good.
yeah, beautiful. Thank you, Jodi. So
Yeah.
the fourth question, we'll keep moving, is what is your golden nugget to help you move on or shift on a daily basis? How do you do it, and what does it require from you?
To be at peace,
Mm-hmm.
to feel at peace. So that is something, because I used to be stressed all the time, and when I was a
Mm-hmm.
single mom and going through all of that, stressed out, I've really shifted it to peace. And just knowing, and something happened yesterday that I could have totally like, oh my God, with one of my websites, I had malware on my website, and it's timing's really bad with stuff that I have going on. And it was like, okay, this happened. Okay, what's my step? What do I need to do? I had to step back and go, okay, I've got to check this place, this place, this place, see if somebody can help me, like who can help me, all of that. So, and I knew it was going to take time, even though it needed to be done immediately.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I didn't freak out. I was just like calm, and I did the steps. And to me, it's like whatever happens, happens. Freaking out and worrying is not going to change anything.
Mm-hmm.
So only it's going to change. Freaking out and worrying is going to change your body, your health, and
Mm-hmm.
it's not going to be good. So it's really learning to be at peace with whatever is, because you can't control it. And it's
Mm-hmm.
hard if you haven't healed wounds, that the wounds that maybe make you want to freak out. So you just like, you respond versus react. So there's a difference in energy. So it's like, okay, am I going to react and freak, or am I going to respond in a way where I'm emotionally stable and I can figure out the steps? Because you can't think straight when you're like, oh my God, what if this happens, this happens, this happens, this happens?
Yeah.
99.9% of the time, those things never happen. But yet we go down those holes, with all the scenarios. And that can be easy to do. So you've got to pull yourself back and just be like, okay, what do I need to do? Yeah, I could panic here, but what do I need to do, if anything? Because sometimes you just got to accept if things aren't going to go a certain way. Maybe there's a reason, you just don't know yet what that reason is, and you may never know, but you've got to just let it go.
Mm-hmm.
And I know sometimes that's easier said than done, but I think the more you do it, the more you'll start to feel at peace about it, because you're
Mm-hmm.
not going to feel that turmoil inside of you, which will affect your health. And like your health, I mean, oh my gosh, I tell people, like, you have way more control over your health than you have any idea. You
Mm-hmm.
so do. And we've been so programmed, like it's like, oh, so this profession is going to fix me, right? And 99% of the time it may not. I have people that come to me all the time frustrated, and so it's like, you can have temporary fixes, but you're not getting to the root.
Mm.
You're not getting to the root of the issue, because it's emotional. Emotions. And you've heard, stress is the number one reason people go to the doctors. So that tells you right there, you know, and stress leads to all kinds of emotional stuff going on in your mind. But yeah, so knowing that you can let go of control and you'll be okay.
Mm.
And maybe you may not be for a day or two, but you will be. Everything
Mm-hmm.
is temporary.
Got it.
So feeling just more at peace inside, because you reflect that, as you know, like that goes out. It's energy. That energy goes out, and guess what comes back? Peace.
Mm. So go into your peaceful being at that moment.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you have a hard time with that, you can I have something called my step away method, which helped me get to that, to get to that place of peace.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a good way to start, like one baby step at a time, to really get to the state of peace
Mm.
in your body. So yeah, it's a way to slow the mind, because the mind can just go 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 otherwise, if you let it get out of control.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Jodi. Thank you for everything and sharing with us your golden nugget. Now, where can the viewers find you?
So peace, PEACE of myheart.net
Uh-huh.
is where they can find me. And if you put / step away, you can find my step away method too.
Beautiful. Thank
Yeah.
you.
And
Thank you.
I,
Thank you.
yeah, I
Anything else
can,
that you want to share with our viewers today?
yeah. And I can give you the link to that. And,
Beautiful.
and actually, not to add one more thing, but I will, I guess, because if you're wondering like what emotions are affecting your body, I have a
Mm-hmm.
quiz that you can take that'll tell you like what emotions are affecting me, what is it doing. You'll get a really deep understanding of yourself, and then
Mm.
the steps you can do to heal. And it's at peaceofmyheart.net for peace as in PEACE, peaceofmyheart.net / quiz, QUIZ. So it's helpful for people, to learn what it is that's affecting them.
Beautiful. Thank you.
So
Thank you
yeah, yeah.
for your generous offer. And then you will send me the link. I will place them right here on the bio. And yeah. So thank you for coming with us. Jodi, it has been a pleasure to have you. And thank you everybody for coming today. Tomorrow we'll have another expert and another golden nugget for you to let go of what doesn't work so you can step into the new year, a new you. Bye bye everybody. Bye bye, Jodi.
Bye.